Hello, everybody. This is Captain Sweep of Planetary Guardians Training, team number 1, session number 7. And we're here with these guys to explore the synergy map. Ooh. And you guys were given an assignment to actually come up with a synergy map together. And I'm asking you, did you actually do that?
Yeah, we're almost there. We created the keywords. We gotta like come down to one.
Really?
Yeah, we actually came down with like keywords for each one of the places.
Okay. Did each of you do your own map first?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, can we go through that and just hear from everyone what everyone came up with?
okay, friend.
And how about like a quick check-in from everybody and sort of tell me how you're at, how was your week, and anything amazing happened to you in the meantime?
Yeah.
Get started. Yeah, so it was an alright week for me. Yeah, it's been really interesting just from last week to this week, finding the structure and the rhythm for each week, and I'm starting to see how I work with different people, and almost spend some time, yeah, with some friends, and then coming back and joining here with this like family here too, like with Jorge, Zareen, and Melissa, and coming together, and even we went out to the forest today with the children, and it's just nice to see, yeah, what we can create together as people, and I'm just enjoying finding the rhythm of, okay, this is what I want to do, finding how I can do it with others and truly make it my passion and bring it forward again.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hello, Melissa checking in. Yeah, I feel slower right now, and I feel like I have sparkly eyes and a quieter voice. And I'm grateful to be here meeting with everybody. Yeah, that's my check-in.
Hello everybody. Checking in, Jorge checking in. Grateful to be here with the team, with these friends, with my family, and seeing like it's been very busy days. These days everything's like becoming busier, very busy, and the schedule is filling up like the spot in a different way. My focus has been a lot with the schedule and seeing how we can make sustainable changes to the schedule that we cannot commit to, that is feeling for us and feeling for what we're doing and for others. And yeah, that's been like an anchor point, like almost like at the center of communication is for everybody to come together into time and space. Yeah, it's been lots of emotions, lots of learning of the self, and lots of letting go and like seeing the common goal that we all have, and it's very hard when we put this energy towards each other, and it happens with some very human experience, and yeah, learning let go of that and seeing beyond, and like also like pulling the team, let's go together. Thank you. That's my check-in.
Okay.
It's Serena checking in, and this week has been lots of surrendering and starting from the basics of not knowing anything and learning the basics of music and rhythm. And I got it at tank tone drum.
Nice.
To learn with. So learning, yeah, music thinking and rhythm and flowing and cooperating with others. And yeah, surrender and patience. Acceptance and gratitude.
Lovely. Lovely. Well, it's good to see you guys. Like imagine this, like I've been working on this for like 25 years, right? And for the most of the time, no one had any idea what I was talking about. And didn't matter what I said, didn't matter what I showed, nothing. But I didn't have this. I didn't go step by step with a group, map at a time. Didn't do this. I was just talking about it, right? Imagine trying to talk. I mean, I don't know about you guys, if you try to talk about other people, right? And you kind of, well, you make a map and you kind of change in your mind and you, people don't tend to sort of structure their mind in conceptual maps yet, right? So it's a bit of a jump. So anyway, so I was with the Yorkton team, Planetary Guardian number 2, and we were doing what we're about to do here, and tears are just flowing, and I'm just hearing these beautiful value systems, and they're just affecting me so deeply because as you know, it's just beautiful, right? You take these beautiful words and you make up this little formula, and who doesn't want more freedom, love, awareness, cooperation? I mean, I think it's just fantastic. Anyway, so I just made a video. I don't know if I want to send to you, but I think this could be the video that the world goes, who's this guy? And it's kind of in the realm of conspiracy. It's kind of in the realm of I think someone's got to say something, right?
Yeah.
And I had, I've been quiet. I've been whatever. I see myself as Canada's worst activist, but now it's like, okay, I'm going to say what I think.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
I'll send it to you. It's a 10-minute video, and it's hopefully a bit humorous, and I'm hoping it kind of hits the Canadian people well. But if you no longer see me after today, either because everything's been taken down or because I just disappeared, just know that I love you and that everything that we did was really good. And that it'll all happen. Everything's going to be good, but I may be like locked up in some freaking cell somewhere, and hopefully you can get a drum circle going somewhere.
I love you too, Elijah.
Okay, that said, we can go on to the exercise. Who would like to give me their synergy map value system?
So we did a collective list together. So I think the best.
Is he asking individually or?
What a good idea.
So what I was going to say was that we can each, maybe if you want to hear us each say individually, we could just say one from there, but we did do it.
Well, no, I mean, just, okay, yeah, why don't you read that one out? Tell me what you did. Sounds.
Elijah, is so we made an Enneagram with all 3 levels on it of the time and like the 1.12. Are you still with us?
25 years after.
Literally like blown.
Okay, sorry, keep going.
So we have this one with all 3 of them on it.
I cannot see anything. It's a white piece of paper from here.
Is that 3 different levels?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, isn't that cool? Lovely.
Yeah, 3 different levels, putting the keywords together all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
so you actually did it.
We did all together values for each one.
Yeah.
And we did it all together.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And so, okay, you're going to tell me what they are?
Yeah. It's an unrefined list because we just did it in this last hour. And I think we'd like to refine it a little bit more. I would like to.
No,
Yeah, so
you got to keep those values for the next 10 years. Can't change anything.
Okay, I added humor to the middle of mine where it is communications.
Well, that's what's happening to me. I can't stop it. Stop. Change it. Change it.
That's fantastic. I thought humor might, I said it earlier in the meeting too. I'm like, where's the value of humor here? We need it. So maybe we'll put it in the.
I just showed up.
Oh, good.
Would you like to share?
I don't know. I don't feel.
Does somebody want to share?
Yeah, I could share it. So we'll start from 9 and we'll go down to to 1 from the
From
time.
9 first?
So 9 first, which is timelessness, agreement, and stewardship. And for number 9, our values are commitment, service, intuition, perseverance, and cooperation. So I see like a
Wait, commitment, service,
intuition, perseverance,
okay?
cooperation.
You're 5. Okay.
Yeah. And we can also send you a picture of this. I don't know if that might be easier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
So the next is number 8 is present moment, strategies, and marketing. And for that one, we have creativity, positivity, and love.
Positivity.
Creativity, positivity, and what?
And love.
Love. Nice.
Is there anything else that's going on?
Well, yeah, I'm just feeling into it, and it's like wow, it's so vast when we have the 3 enneagrams together. It's like wow, and then you got the values for it.
Just say the numbers for more clarity.
So I'll move on to number 7,
Okay.
which is a minute cycle, paths, and services.
Say that again.
This is the number 7, minute cycle, paths, and services.
Paths.
Paths.
Paths and yes, I know that. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
He's got a rabbi hat on his nuts.
And the values are discerning, direction and purpose, and courage.
Okay.
Okay. So for 6, we have the hourly cycle, relationships, and synergy. And the values are love, connection, playfulness, and respect.
So are these, each one of you chose one of the values kind of thing?
Yeah.
We're like brainstorming and like what's coming out.
Okay. Okay. Okay, 5.
Okay, 5, we got adaptability. And 5 is a seasonal cycle, products, and creativity. And we got the adaptability, reading, and productivity.
And inspired.
5.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Okay. And you said breathing?
Rhythm.
Rhythm. Okay.
Number 7.
Okay.
For number 4, which is daily cycles, activities, and operations, we have organization, consistency, supportive, sustainability or sustainable, and discipline.
Okay.
For number 3, which is a lunar cycle, job, and learning. Then we have the values are accountability, passion, commitment, and openness.
Okay.
Okay, for number 2, which is a yearly cycle, resources and infrastructure, we got the values of responsibility, gratefulness, connection, sharing. Well, we got quite a bit in this one. We got respect. Another one that came out was fair share, and wastelessness. Like no, we couldn't find the opposite of wasteful. Two is wastelessness.
Okay.
And number one, which is the lifetime cycle, field, and research. We got adventures,
Yeah.
patience, observation or observant, and gentleness.
And anything in the middle?
Yeah, so for the middle, which is all-time cycles and conversations and communication, we got clarity. Only one.
You got what?
Clarity.
Just that?
And we added humor though now.
Okay, humor.
Humor.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we gotta go between humor. Yeah, clarity and humor. Clearly,
Get it?
clearly,
Okay, okay. I that's pretty amazing. What a great set of values. I did think, I mean, there's a number of ways we could do this. I was sort of hoping to get one at each thing. But it's kind of like you're setting up, you could almost have, let's say, the time cycles, and then in between the time cycle and the choice wheel or inner you can be a value. Then in between the inner you and outer you can be a value. Then in between the flow and the synergy can be a value. So it's kind of like there's these wheels, and then you're putting these values to connect them, right? So that's what that's like a higher level of what I was aiming at, because I find that when you start to speak, and like that's like 45 concepts.
Mhm. Can
So
we choose one then? Like each of us choose the one that we had thought?
well, how about just for this exercise, we'll just choose one, and
Okay.
then we can work on building more. But I find sometimes if you layer too much in, it's a
Definitely.
little too much, and then it's like just to understand the first 10 and really kind of, I think you can work with one layer on that and start with that, get that one, kind of figure that out, because it'll affect, otherwise everything will be affecting you, and it's kind of like which is where and how does it connect kind of thing. At least that's what
yeah,
my intuition tells me, if that's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. With you, I'm with you on that, Elijah.
So what you can do is you could take all those values, because I mean to think it out and figure it out, that's a pretty, it could be here for days. You can do the magical way, and you could write all of those words on pieces of paper. I wish you had a card set, but you don't yet. And turn them over, and then do a divination to see what comes up.
Okay.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
So I guess you got to
Yeah.
write about 50 values. Take all those values and write them down on pieces of paper.
I actually have two questions. Well, really one. So yeah, I was looking into it, and I was looking at our assignment. I guess we weren't so clear on it, but it was come up with a value system for the synergy map. So to focus on the synergy map, but it seems that we focused on all of the maps together, and I think that's why we got so many values. But we were thinking of all of the ones together at once, and we're like, what value resonates with all of them at once?
I know. I think you guys jumped a level in terms of the complexity. So I think you guys did really well. And it was probably a very interesting exercise to look at where things fit and why and how, and yeah.
So it was pretty bad.
All right. So we're just doing it with the paper, with the values that we already wrote down.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Did you guys get the card set, the synergy card set?
No, but
No.
I wanted to get it. If you could email that to me.
Okay. Diego, I need your email.
What's that?
I need your email.
My email? It's Diego, Diego, Fabian, Fabian, 123 at gmail.com.
Okay. And can I get, I think, Melissa, can I get Melissa's?
And just her name, right?
Melissa,
At Gmail.
Gmail.
So it's MELISSA
DENUZZO.
DENUZZO at Gmail.
Okay. Okay. Did you, Jorge, did you get the map I sent? The facilitate 1 hour facilitation map?
Probably not.
Okay.
No. I'll have to check that again. Like you send it through email.
Yeah.
And I gotta check because I've been checking for emails, but I haven't.
Okay, while you're going to do this, I got to find something to share, okay? So I'll just pause this and I want to show you guys something.
These times to organize our ideas and truly meet in the same place and start manifesting them, because they're coming forward, but it's like, oh, it's kind of like a juggle right now.
Well, I think it's, like anything, right? If you really, your guys are looking long term. So there's no rush. And so you're, step by step coming up with the design of what you want. And, sometimes you can get overwhelmed by the amount of creativity. You can get just overwhelmed by the size of the vision. You can, when you really tap in, anything's possible, right? You're designing your future. And
yeah.
You can use these tools to help other people, or you can just go do your own thing, right? I mean, the idea is, if you want, one guy's already going to start, you can do what I'm doing with you with other people and charge them the same and make 100 an hour online, right? That's like every Planetary Guardian, the minimum wage is $100 online. All you have to do is get 4 people, like I did, charge them $25, and you make 100 an hour. And then you just teach what I'm teaching you.
I'm just, yeah, we could walk into that, but I'm feeling if perhaps you could like assess us like almost like like this one-on-one you're helping us is so helpful. And when I look at the visions we want to create, it's almost like so good to have somebody to coach us through almost. And it's so good that you've been with us this time. And now that we're trying to create new things, I find that having your support for almost organizing our ideas, or I guess,
Okay.
yeah, it would be helpful.
Yeah,
So maybe
because like what I found is that a lot of people that are frontline workers, a lot of people that, sometimes it's hard to get work to pay you enough so you can do what you need to do. And so for most people, if they can, from their laptop, anywhere in the world, make 100 an hour just by training, you can do that 5 hours a week. You can do that 10 hours a week, when normally a lot of people, I don't know, how you work or where you're making money, but you got to work 40 hours, 50 hours, and you're just too tired, right? You don't have enough time.
Yeah.
So to me, people need to leverage their time. You need to, create your financial revenue stream, design your ideal job, figure out, exactly what you want to do. Because if you're working for money and you're doing something you ordinarily wouldn't do unless you were paid, it makes sense to make more money doing something that is in alignment with what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And so to me, like what I've heard, so far, you want to build community. And a community needs to sustain itself. Community needs to build. And this whole idea is such that those that are learning get to pass it on and reap the benefits that you guys are the first. So, that's, I guess, as a coach too, it's kind of like some people, they just don't get it in their head going, oh, I'm worth 100 an hour, or it's easy to make 100 an hour. You might not believe it, but look what I'm doing with you. Write this here, do this here, write that map, turn it with a piece of paper. There you go. Boom.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
I do feel
there is
that.
some art to it.
I feel that yeah, there's so much more we could do with these maps. Like truly, like create our business. Pretty much like just when I see the values, truly land our ideal job with them.
Well, I think like what this is this is just, again, a structure. It's a structure at some point for you to fit your ideal job, exactly what you want to do within it. But we're building this mental infrastructure that also starts to program the noosphere with these sort of like the goals and the values that are the main driving forces for what you're doing. Then you go down into more and more detail based upon the parts that you need to flush out, right? So
Right, yeah,
at some point you're going to go, okay, we want to do a school, or we want to do a farm, or we want to do a traveling caravan, or we want to build a community, whatever it is that you want to design and create and build over a long period of time. That's when you start to look at, okay, at 3.7 services, this is what we're going to do for them. And at 2.2 infrastructure, this is how we're organizing all our assets. And then at 2.3 learning, this is all the jobs we got to do. And at 2.6, here's all the relationships we're going to have. And the maps just get more and more defined until everything is like tickety-boo, exactly the way you want it. And then you have the ideal design you're now going to move into. You know, it's not a maybe, I hope so. It's exactly, this is what we want. This is what we want. And then all across the world are going to be other people just like you, crafting their visions, crafting things, but sharing the knowledge on, well, how do you use this card set? Or what is this map? We use this to do this. It's like you guys, you know, came up with something new where every person got the group's team's attention. I didn't tell you to do that. You did that. And that's going to happen everywhere. People have their own knowledge. They got their own ideas. And then all of a sudden, your team may tell 1,000 teams, hey, this is what we're doing, right? I mean, that type of cooperation, because you have the same shared reference point, they know what your values are, and there's a great deal of trust between the people that are using the system, unlike the normal business system, which is, you know, insane.
Yeah, cool, Elijah. That's powerful to see that vision of truly how this 8-week we're developing the foundation of learning how to use the maps. That's so powerful, and then to see how we can expand into more defined tools. It's amazing. Yeah, I like to see that, that progression. It's almost like yeah, nice.
And know that it, you know, it all takes time. A lot of these things, you know, years later, you'll realize, okay, we did that then, and then all these things occurred. So I think you guys are like a bit unique compared, like the third team is 4 independent people coming together who didn't know each other. The second team are 4 people in Yorkton in a learning center with somebody who knows my work, and they're probably older professionals. Your team is like family, you know, communal, tribal, you know, kind of like non-techies, like non-professional, but earth people, right? So, you know, each team has a unique flavor. Each team is just 4 brilliant people put together who now start going, okay, we're going to work as a unit outside of, you know, business structures, outside of cooperative, outside of family, outside of everything, right? This is unique. This is new. This is, and you guys again are like the first team. So I don't know if you've got it yet, but when you see this at some point, we're going to be getting a lot of attention, whether we like it or not. And what part of what this is because we're documenting it, and people get to watch, go, well, how do they do it? Or what are they doing? Like, what's a Planetary Guardian? What do you know? And you may go, hey, I want to teach you. And they go, what are you going to teach? You go, well, watch this. This is what we did. This is what I'm going to do with you. So it's very transparent, right? It's like they can't go, oh, they're a cult, or they're this and that and this. You know, freaking watch a video. It's 4 people sitting down, you know, crafting out a vision, right? So that's the idea of the media team, is that your story, you know, at some point, like, you know, I know you're already starting, is you need to make videos about what you're doing about your vision. You need to make videos about, this is what I'm learning. Like you guys are teachers of what this is, because you're the guys experiencing it. So, I mean, if you create a blog and a video blog, and every day you go, okay, well, today, you know, integrated agreements, I had this thing, and all of a sudden this happened and that happened.
Oh wow.
right? And your experience is so valuable because you guys are the first guys. There's going to be all these other thousands of teams at some point, but they have to look somewhere. So you guys are the leaders. You guys are the ones in the front with, in a sense, the most advantage because, you know, you're, you're the first team. So it's almost like being the first team, the first people to play Trivial Pursuit, or the first people to even, you know, build a plane. Like when you really get, you know, how well positioned you are, when you really get how valuable this is, when you really get the goal that you're carrying, you know, that wealth is going to speak to these people you speak to, and they're going to go like, what are you doing? You know, how are you doing that? Who are you? And you're going to go, hey man, I can teach you. Here's a map, and here's your value system, and da 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 da. And just once in a while, maybe go, oh yeah, that Captain Sweep guy, he's sort of Planetary Guardians. He, you know, give a little bit of referring to the source. It's always nice. But essentially, it's going to be you, right? You become the teacher. You do it in your way. You figure out how to do it, and all of a sudden, you may have 20 teams that you taught. And you know, I don't think there's a greater gift than to help someone to identify their values, define their vision and goals, and give them a structure you can use to create your dreams. Right? So whatever I'm doing with you, part of what you can do is do it with others, right? I mean, how many people out there have no idea where they're going, don't have a team, don't have a code of honor, can't connect to the normal economic system, want to build something new, but they don't believe in anything, right? So to me, the only reason you're going to believe in this is because you're experiencing it, right? Like you are going through a process that if it didn't work and I didn't make sense and none of this worked, you wouldn't be here, right? But it's affecting you. You know, there's truth to it. There's reason, there's design, there's logic. There's like 25 years of focused design, you know, and asking the creator, please use me as a conduit. And the stuff comes through. And you guys, again, like, or, you know, of all the people I know, no one said, hey, Elijah, why don't you teach me what you're doing? I've been waiting, just waiting. Somebody, please. Why are you, what's that table about? Why are you, like anything? It's like, Jorge, you know, he knows. I mean, he knows the extent. He saw me, you know, on a road beside a post office, 2 a.m, around a synagogue, you know, doing a guerrilla workshop because, you know, I'm not your normal guy. You know, I'm not, I cannot fit in that old system. And that's why I've done what I've done, because it's off, right? It's off for everybody. And we need to build something new. So big thanks to you guys for doing that. You are. Thanks.
If I can share something about like that intention when I was seeking out for your guidance, is like I saw like the objectivity of having somebody outside of the group, like with that attention to intention and focusing into like impeccability of the power of your own words, and like seeing the power of the group, and like yeah, like this like a lot of alignment in our intentions. So I saw Elijah is like an elder that I know he can like guide this group to getting a more clear communication. And like, wow, yeah, it's been amazing how we got in here, because I didn't know how it was gonna be, what we were gonna talk about, what subjects we're gonna talk. So it's been an amazing journey. Yeah, it's very grateful for it, and I'm seeing so much the purpose of it, and want more of it with you and with other Planetary Guardians, 2 other teams.
Nice. Great.
Okay, so you got your thing together there?
Yeah, them here. We got our values here. I don't know. What do you suggest how we can like put it?
Well, maybe set a group intention for the synergy wheel. Like, is this like to create your business? Is this to create your community? Is this to, what is the highest aim for this particular map? That's something you should probably agree on first.
Let's see. And in which map are we focusing on the level 3
This
one?
is the synergy, yeah, level 3.
Energy, so we can use this one.
Okay.
The research, infrastructure, learning, operations, creativity, synergy, services, interfacing, stewardship, and communication.
I see. So what's orientation but before, right?
It goes into smaller things under that. That seems like the biggest, like the umbrella of what we're creating. The music, the food, the children, of course, like it all goes into it.
And even like work for Mother Earth, like it seems like working together with community for community, creating, building a strong community,
Yeah.
like a strong group of people working together.
And then later on, putting it, applying it to a business model as well. But I think working in a community, it would be like a collective.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. I feel it, and I feel too. Yeah, it's creating community and creating this school as well. I find that's going to go hand in hand because it's going to be the daily work we do with the children and meeting with the other teammates. So, yeah, I find that perhaps, yeah, creating community and creating, yeah, school would be, I feel like that too. Yeah.
So with that vision in mind, like I think maybe we can pass it around and each one of us can pick two, and then I don't know what would be the best two, because if we have more than like 4 times more than what we need.
Yeah, I would like to talk a bit more about the idea of like creating community and creating school. It's almost like just to have a clear vision of what we want, and I find that yeah, almost I'm feeling like the rhythm of co-creation we're having and pulling the space for children, but almost making it easier for us and others. It's almost creating community through school. I think that would be the objective.
Yeah, it seems like one part of it because you also create a lot of community for music. Right? But that just from my shows I'm knowing you is something that you do. And like bands and jamming around the fire and create community for music as well. You also create community for like cooking with Dante and cooking for others. So I think that the school is like the biggest project towards it, but the community is being created.
Yeah, if I can say a little bit about it, the school is like part of the community, like it's part of one of the gears that like move the community and makes the community healthy. And it's not like the current system is about teaching the children, like here, this is the knowledge that you need to learn. But it's about, the school is about like introducing them to nature and to what we're doing, like everything that we're doing.
It's an active living school, like a day-to-day, like how we live in the community with the gardens. I feel like we can expand on that a lot.
Yeah, we can.
It's just very valuable.
But the focus from what I'm hearing is that we can perhaps agree that the thing we're working towards is creating community. And it's manifesting in a few different ways. And the school is one way, and we have to go deeper into like seeing what that is. And so are the other parts of it that we're working on to go deeper into seeing what that is. Does that feel true for everyone?
I feel
That
like
feels
we
true for me.
Yeah, it resonates for me as well. Or, yeah.
So let's choose our one for this based on that.
Okay, so you've got the intention. What is it?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Our vision is to build community. This is the umbrella vision, is to build community, and it's something we're already doing in a few different ways. For example, building like a natural forest school for children, music, and a few other things.
So the big umbrella is to build community.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We can like deepen what that there.
Yeah, it's powerful when you start to work music and and food, how this gives almost it's so readily given, and
You're
it's
already
like,
doing
yeah,
it.
it's almost like not something in the future, it's like already what's creating community now, and it's like coming together.
It's healthy. Meat.
Yeah. Wow.
Right?
How do you feel about that?
That way
Foundation.
you're
Wow. It's pretty good discoveries. All right. Mhm. All right.
So from there, will we choose values or synergy?
Yeah, with that intention.
Probably should wait till everyone's back.
Yeah, right?
Or, no, you guys choose the values while they're gone.
Sometimes it's what we gotta do.
Post blacking.
The values for
I'm wondering, should we use the synergy map? Because this one is like all mixed together, right? Should we use yours, Maria?
How are we gonna choose them?
with our eyes closed.
Like everyone picks one or something?
Yeah, well, we'll just start with one. Let's start with stewardship. Do you want to choose one from stewardship?
Stewardship.
I can hold it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you have to close your eyes.
Almost could we start in order, like with 1 or with 0? Or 9 feels like
Actually, you know what I would suggest? Maybe go 9, 3, 6,
Yeah, let's do that.
wow.
then 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7.
Perfect. I like that. Then we can really get the.
There you go. Okay.
All right.
So
One in the middle.
Stewardship, patience, and observant. Wow.
So patience at 9.
Yeah.
Patience and observant.
Is that the same? Let's just say
Patient.
patience. Yeah, patience.
Find the resonance.
I guess if you're in the timeless position, you got to be patient, eh?
We have to choose one.
And
So
observe. No.
he wants us to choose one because it's going into other maps.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Just leave it like that. Let's go on to number 3. Yes, so number 3 is learning.
Learning? Is that funny? Because that's actually the synergy word there, right? Learning at learning.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
you got
Gentleness.
The value for
Gentleness? Oh, okay, I got you.
I like that there.
Oh, maybe that's for number 6. Let's see what synergy is.
This is for number 6.
It wants it jumped out.
It just jumped out.
Either 6, yeah.
We were in
Passion! We got passion in relationships.
Passion? Nice.
Yay! Wanting passion. Jump.
Synergy is
Yeah.
on the 3 path is synergy, and then on the 2 path is relationships.
Yeah, passion is
So
relationship.
it's funny because it
Alright.
jumped up too. It's right here.
And now let's go 1 for.
Like, aren't we focusing in one map at a
Yeah.
time?
We are.
But then isn't that another map?
This is
So they were so connected. So
Yep.
connected.
it's multi-dimensional.
I see what you mean, yeah. Passion, synergy. Mhm.
So now we're gonna choose for research.
Sustainability.
I think we need a bit of a drum roll.
We need a bit of a what?
A drum roll.
Drum roll. Drum roll.
Research sustainability
So now we're gonna move to 4 operations.
operation.
Nice.
Commitment for operations. Which one?
Commitment for operations.
Oh, yeah. Commitment to it. Wow, committed to it.
Now we're gonna choose for 2 infrastructure. And we got objectivity. The objective. Do we know which? I don't remember using
I don't
this
remember
word.
using it either.
Yeah, I mean, either.
So
Let's get it out.
perhaps it was the meaning of like,
Or if,
yeah.
yeah, if you wrote a value that we don't understand. Well,
Well, I don't think it means
Is it a value?
objectivity.
what it means.
Jorge,
Yeah,
focus?
so like having the objective in mind. I think this is the idea.
Oh, I see. It has a focus. Having the
Can
objective
you
in mind.
change this to focus? For number 2 infrastructure, we got focus.
Okay.
Focused? Yeah.
Focus is with
Focused is a value? Yeah. Focus.
Yeah, good one.
after 2.
So after 2, we go to 8.
So for 8, marketing.
Oh, inspiration.
Wow.
I like the
Oh,
positivity part of
inspired.
inspiration. Nice. Beautiful. Marketing strategy.
And then for 5, creativity.
Organization.
Wow, for creativity.
Creativity in products. Organization. Yeah.
And
Okay.
then for 7, what is 7? I can't recall.
7 is it's not
Synergy,
synergy, it's
strategies.
the other one, services.
Oh.
Services.
Services. Services. Accountability for services. What does that mean? With our services. Oh, that would mean therefore then we
And in the center?
The center.
So I
commitments.
Let's do a divination one for fun for this one. But this is like, is there something I haven't do
You guys want to pick? Melissa, you pick.
I pick one
What's
for
it?
communication.
Center of communication.
think, yeah, observation.
Oh, wow.
It rings true. Comes with clarity, or comes before clarity.
Okay, it's just about to end, so I'm just going to close it off and then I'll invite you back in.
All right, sounds good.